Coming up, we'll look at how NCCU is containing COVID in the dorms and the next steps for mass communication students at NCCU. This is Central News.
From the broadcast studio in the Department of Mass Communication at North Carolina Central University, this is Central News.
Good Eagle afternoon. My name is Ceylon Edmondson, and this is Central News. On-campus living has changed for students to contain COVID. Devontae Wedlock spoke to campus officials and students to find out what's going on in the dorms.
The student safety is the #1 priority here at NCCU, but are these dorms really clean? During the last 2 semesters, things have changed around the dorms, and many students were displeased with the new rules and regulations. I spoke to Residential Life Coordinator Mark Queen to see what major rules have been put into place to stop the spread of the coronavirus.
The first thing we did to limit COVID was cancel all visitation. So we do not have any type of visitation in our halls.
Although this no visitor rule may be small to some, many students find that this rule actually makes college life harder and limits their social life even more. Some students refer to it as almost having virtual friends only.
You want to have any social interactions, you have to go outside to do it, or it's kind of like making your friends your virtual friends.
Students have been living on campus since late August, but shared living could be the cause of COVID on campus. Along with the new rules and regulations on campus, more cleaning requirements have been put into place. Cleaning help has been hired in order to ensure that high traffic areas in the dorms are continually cleaned to limit the spread of the virus.
We try to use our housekeeping and late night housekeeping crews to just make sure that we're trying to disinfect all the high touch point areas in our halls.
Students, always remember to stay safe and mask up. Reporting for Central News, Devontae Wedlock.
Graduation is coming up for many mass communication students, and they're trying to figure out their next step. Graduate school could be on the horizon.
Thank you, Ceylon. Many seniors are unsure of their next step after the fastly approaching graduation in just a few short weeks. But will they be attending grad school or joining the workforce? During this time of the year, many students are trying to figure out what is going to be the next step for them and if they should continue on in their education or simply if graduate school is for them. I spoke with NCCU's Chair of Mass Communications, Dr. Calvin Hall, to see what he thought about graduate school for NCCU students.
Graduate school is a good next step for people who are interested, who have set themselves up sort of academically.
Going to graduate school is a huge next step for students, and many struggle to decide which graduate school to attend and which program is going to be the best fit. NCCU professor Dana Anthony recently graduated from UNC Chapel Hill grad program and gave students some advice.
If you're interested in going to get a master's degree, the academia part, you've already mastered in undergrad. Going to graduate school is something totally different.
There are many different options for graduate school, from staying in the Triangle area to continuing your education right here in the nest, or even eagles spreading their wings and landing somewhere else in the country. Once you find the right graduate school, ensure that the program is going to give you the keys of success that you need to soar high as NCCU Eagles. Even when you leave the nest, you will always be an Eagle.
Potential student, if you're interested in graduate school, finding the program that's going to best meet the needs that you have. You don't want it to become undergrad like 2.0.
Now, seniors, after you make your decision on your next step, please reach out to us on Instagram. Reporting for Central News, Victoria Cooper.
NCCU has just recently started giving out vaccinations in addition to the COVID testing that they've been doing. Chad Norfleet has more on the story.
With the COVID-19 test having a positive effect on lowering cases and the vaccine now being accessible to students and faculty, NCCU has been doing their part in making sure that everyone on campus has an opportunity to help ensure their safety.
Here in the NCCU nursing building, they are doing everything they can to have the best environment possible for students if they need to come in, and they are dedicated to helping the lives of everyone they can. There is still a possibility that students could get sick or injured outside of COVID, so they have to be ready just in case something happens. The nurses and faculty are making sure that no matter what floor you are going to or who you are going to see, that you will be taken care of no matter what. Nursing program tutor Steve Wanguma shares his thoughts on the vaccine and COVID test.
I really strongly believe that vaccination is key to mitigating the issues of the COVID-19 virus.
The nurses and faculty are also working extremely hard to ensure that while not only treating their patients that come in, but they are also showing them proper hygiene and keeping everyone and everything clean in the process.
If you want to look more into this story, feel free to reach out to the Nursing Center second floor staff or contact one of the doctors for more information. Reporting from Central News, Chad Norfleet.
I'm Ceylon Edmondson. Thank you for tuning in to Central News. Be sure to join us next Friday at noon.